Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Series where I preview and predict every team's season in Major League Baseball. This will be the 12th of 30 shows. And this will be the Kansas City Royals. We'll do top 30 prospects. We'll do superlatives for each team, the team's ceiling and floor, best features, and then a bold prediction for the team. And like I said at the top, the Kansas City Royals are up. So, their top prospect is a catcher, Blake Mitchell. He's a catcher. His ETA is 2027, and he's the lone prospect ranked on the list for the Royals, and he's 94th. 2, Nick Lofton. He's a utility guy. His ETA is this year. 3, Caden Wallace, third base, 2025. 4, Ben Cadurna, righty, 2025. 5, Frank Mazzucato, lefty, 2025. 6, Mason Barnett, righty, 2025. 7, Blake Wolters, righty, 2027. 8, Gavin Cross, outfield, 2025. 9, Yandel Ricardo, shortstop, 2029. 10, Tyler Gentry, outfield, 2024. 11, Carter Jensen, catcher, 2025. 12, Chandler Champlain, righty, 2025. 13, Austin Charles, left field, 2026. 14, Anthony Veneziano, lefty, 2024. 15, Ramon Ramirez, catcher, 2028. 16, Javier Vaz, second base, outfield, 2025. 17, Carson Roccaforte, outfield, 2026. 18, John McMillan, righty, 2024. 19, Will Klein, righty, 2024. 20, Trevor Warner, third base, 2026. 21, Noah Cameron, lefty, 2025. 22, Matt Sarr, righty, 2024. 23, Hunter Owen, lefty, 2027. 24, Peyton Wilson, second base, 2024. 25, Steven Zobak, righty, 2025. 26, Hero Wyatt, righty, 2028. 27, Eric Sarantola, righty, 2025. 28, Daniel Vasquez, shortstop, 2025. 29, Henry Williams, righty, 2026. And 30, Tyson Guerrero, lefty, 2025. All right. So, best rookie. So, this is a hard one. But because he played really well for the Royals last year and gained some experience, I'm going to say it's Nick Lofton. Most improved player on the Royals, I think, will be MJ Melendez. I think he'll see some more playing time. He showed some potential last year, but I think that, like I said, more playing time. I think he could get to the mid-20s in homers. Most disappointing, Hunter Renfroe. He's bounced around a lot. And he's somebody that I feel like is on a different team every year. Make or break player. Casey has a couple of these. And the guy that jumps out to me is Brady Singer. He has been in the league for a while now. And he was bad last year. He was really good 2 years ago. But what is he? And then the bounce back player on this team is someone that I think will be good on this team. And he is someone that I think could produce good numbers in a ballpark like this. He was bad last year. I just think he'll be better, and that is reliever Jordan Lyles. Or turn reliever. Because he started last year, and now it looks like he's been moved to the bullpen. So maybe he's better off as a reliever at this point of his career. Ewing theory. This is an easy one. I think that the Ewing theory... Oh, wait. I thought Mike Matheny got fired last year, 2 years ago. But yeah, nobody really stands out for Ewing theory for Kansas City, which, the one would be Zach Greinke, who pitched for him for the last couple years and now is retired. So that would be kind of an obvious one. But there's not one that really sticks out for Ewing theory. The Royals' ceiling. I think if things break right, they can finish in third. I don't think they're as good as what the betting market is suggesting they are. But I think there's a world they finish third if the Tigers are worse than we think. If the Guardians, maybe they're worse than we think, potentially. But there's a world where Witt carries them and other guys come up and contribute, and the pitching's better than we think, and they finish third. And I think the basement's last. I think there's a world they finish in last. If Singer doesn't improve, Waka and Lugo stink. Bubic doesn't come back in time. Salvador Perez starts to show his age. Pesquitino isn't very good. Witt doesn't put him on his back. I mean, there's a scenario when some of the young guys don't pan out and they finish in last, and the White Sox surprise us, like we talked about in the White Sox show. Starts the ceiling floor. Okay, futures. World Series, they're probably triple digits to 1. 150 to 1. So that means they're probably 70 to 1 to win the AL. Yup. And then the ALCS, they're probably 35 to 1. 29 to 1. To win the division, they have a shorter number than I thought they were going to have. They're plus 950. Which is crazy. But it's really, really short compared to the White Sox. Which is absurd. And I don't think the Tigers... I think the Tigers are probably closer to the Royals than they are to the Guardians in the pecking order in that division. So, plus 950 might not be all that bad. But maybe compared to the White Sox and the Tigers, I think it's an odd number. Awards. I want to see Bobby Witt for MVP. 18 to 1. Oof. I think that is a little rich of a price. I don't think there's anybody... I mean, maybe Brady Singer turns into the guy that we saw 2 years ago. He's 200 to 1 for Cy Young. So that is a little... And then Cole Reagans, he was really good for them down the stretch last year, is 14 to 1. I think that's overvalued. And then Rookie of the Year, there's definitely guys that could do it. Nick Lofton, 200. Jumps out a little bit, right? And then Matt Quatraro, for Manager of the Year, is plus 650. comeback player of the year, Vinny Pasquantino's plus 850, which that's absurd for him. And that's the only Royal player that's on that list. And then reliever of the year, who's going to be their closer? Hernandez, James McArthur. Yeah, James McArthur's 35-1 for American League reliever of the year. I think their win total's in the mid-70s. 73.5, okay. Sounds about right for them. All right, their yes for the playoffs is probably over 2-1. Plus 460. Whoo! And there's some people think that this team's going to surprise. And now that, I think the Royal numbers are kind of right on the money, but I think the Tigers are just so grossly overvalued. Bobby Witt Jr. stolen base numbers 41.5 for the season. And to lead in stolen bases, he is 7-1. I want to see what his home run numbers is just for shits and giggles. 65-1. And I thought I saw the first baseman on here too. And I'm trying to find his odds for home run. I guess he's not on here. Oh well. Nelson Velasquez of the Royals is 200-1 for regular season home runs. I don't see Reagan strikeouts 35-1. And then I don't see Singer on there for regular season strikeout leader. How about RBIs for Witt? I don't see Bobby Witt Jr. up here for RBI. That's surprising considering he has such good numbers for his short for MVP. I don't even see him on here for RBI, which is shocking. Even guys like Gleyber Torres. Oh, Witt's 200-1 for RBI. So is Vinny Pasquantino. So that's interesting. So Witt for RBI leader. And about hits, 18-1. That's a fun one. And then their closer for saves is probably down there. I don't even see their closer on here for saves. But my favorite future for the Royals is actually Bobby Witt Jr. hits leader, 18-1. I thought the MVP number, I thought he was overvalued. He was also 18-1 for AL MVP, but I think that's a little rich. But I think 18-1 is a reasonable number for leading the league in hits. So that's my favorite Royals future. And my bold prediction for the Kansas City Royals is that they'll trade Michael Wacha to a contender that needs pitching. And I think that there's a lot of contenders that need pitching in both leagues. And I think a team that Wacha can thrive with, considering this team is I think is close to being a contender and such, and we don't know how it will go. I want to pick the Mariners for this, but they're pretty deep at pitching. They have all those prospects. So I almost sent him to Seattle. But there's another obvious contender pitching spot, and that's the Minnesota Twins. And I think that's where it's going to be an in-division trade. I have two of those, one with the Rockies and the Padres, the other with the Twins and KC. Going back to KC, we'll send Charlie Soto, right-handed pitcher, Connor Prelip, left-handed pitcher, and let's go outfielder Jose Rodriguez. So 3-for-1, Michael Wacha to the Minnesota Twins to be their number 5 starter. All right, so there you have it for the Royals. The Royals went a little longer than I thought they were going to be. And we're going to do another one now, and it'll be the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.